For over 2,000 years, the city of Alexandria has stood as a beacon of knowledge, culture, and power. Founded by a legendary conqueror, ruled by dynasties of kings, and shaped by the rise and fall of empires, Alexandria's story is one of triumph, conflict, and enduring legacy. It was the year 331 BC when Alexander the Great, after securing Egypt, envisioned a new city. A city that would bridge the cultures of Greece and Egypt, uniting East and West. He chose a narrow strip of land between the Mediterranean Sea and Lake Mariaut, where a small fishing village called Rakotes had existed for centuries. With the expertise of the Greek architect Dinocrates, Alexandria was designed with a revolutionary grid system, broad avenues intersecting at right angles, setting the blueprint for a modern metropolis. After Alexander's death in 323 BC, his empire was divided, and Egypt fell under the rule of the Ptolemaic dynasty. Alexandria became the jewel of their kingdom, a hub of knowledge, commerce, and power. The Library of Alexandria, the greatest center of learning in the ancient world, housed hundreds of thousands of manuscripts. It attracted scholars from across the Mediterranean, including Euclid, the father of geometry, and Archimedes, the legendary mathematician. Guiding sailors safely into the city's thriving port stood the magnificent lighthouse of Alexandria, a marvel of engineering that illuminated the night for miles. In 30 BC, the fate of Alexandria changed forever. Following the defeat of Mark Antony and Cleopatra VII, Octavian, soon to be Emperor Augustus, annexed Egypt, making it a Roman province. The once great city lost its status as a capital but remained a vital cultural and trade center. As centuries passed, Christianity took root in Alexandria. The city became a major center for early Christian thought. But religious tensions rose between pagans and Christians, culminating in the destruction of the Great Serapeum Temple in 391 AD. With the split of the Roman Empire in 395 AD, Alexandria came under Byzantine control. But political unrest, religious disputes, and external threats weakened the once mighty city. For centuries, Alexandria was caught in religious and political turmoil, as Byzantine rulers clashed with Egypt's Coptic Christian population. In the year 641 AD, a new force arrived at Alexandria's gates. The Muslim army, led by the general Amr ibn al-As, laid siege to the city for 14 months. With the Byzantine Empire unable to defend its hold over Egypt, a peaceful agreement was reached. On September 29, 642 AD, Alexandria fell to the Muslims, marking the end of Roman rule and the beginning of a new era under Islamic governance. The Islamic conquest marked the decline of Alexandria's political significance, as the new rulers established their capital in Fustat, near present-day Cairo. Yet, Alexandria remained a gateway between civilizations, a city of knowledge and trade. For centuries, Alexandria stood at the crossroads of history, witnessing the ambitions of conquerors, the rise of empires, and the flow of knowledge that shaped the world. Today, though time has altered its course, the spirit of Alexandria endures, echoing through its ruins, its libraries, and the waves that lap its shores. This is Alexandria, a city of dreams, of history, and of legend. Unlike the oppressive taxation systems under Byzantine rule, the new Islamic administration introduced fairer taxation policies. This allowed local farmers and merchants to thrive, ensuring economic stability. Egypt's agricultural wealth was crucial to the Islamic Empire. The fertile lands along the Nile provided grain that fed millions across the caliphate, strengthening Alexandria's role as a key exporter. With the arrival of Islam, Alexandria became a center for knowledge once again. Though the famed Library of Alexandria had been lost centuries earlier, the Islamic rulers promoted learning and scholarship. Islamic scholars preserved and translated ancient Greek and Roman knowledge, ensuring that the wisdom of Aristotle, Plato, and Ptolemy was not lost. These translations later influenced the European Renaissance. Alexandria played a key role in the transmission of knowledge between civilizations. Many Greek scientific works were translated into Arabic here before reaching the rest of the Islamic world. Islamic architecture left a lasting imprint on Alexandria. The city saw the construction of mosques, schools, and public baths, reflecting the new cultural identity. Though many early Islamic structures have disappeared over time, later mosques like the Abu al-Abbas al-Mursi Mosque stand as testaments to the city's Islamic heritage. Urban planning under Islamic rule adapted to new needs. Markets, known as souks, became vibrant centers of commerce, while public water fountains and baths improved daily life for citizens. One of the most significant aspects of Islamic rule in Alexandria was religious tolerance. Unlike previous Byzantine rulers who persecuted Coptic Christians, the Muslim administration allowed religious freedom under the dhimma system. Coptic Christians retained their churches, traditions, and autonomy in governance. This policy of coexistence allowed Alexandria's diverse population to flourish without fear of persecution. Alexandria remained a gateway between the Islamic world and Europe. Merchants from Spain, North Africa, and the Arabian Peninsula passed through its ports, exchanging goods, ideas, and culture. Islamic geographers and sailors used Alexandria as a key base for their explorations, mapping new trade routes and contributing to advancements in navigation. As centuries passed, Alexandria's influence declined with the rise of new trade routes and the Ottoman Empire's dominance. Yet, the legacy of Islam remained deeply embedded in the city's culture, architecture, and identity. Today, Alexandria stands as a city where history and modernity merge. The influence of Islam is evident in its mosques, traditions, and the spirit of knowledge and commerce that still defines its character. The coming of Islam to Alexandria was not just a military conquest, it was a transformation that reshaped the city's destiny. It brought stability, knowledge, trade, and tolerance, leaving an everlasting impact on one of the world's greatest cities. This is Alexandria, a city where the past whispers through its streets, and the echoes of history continue to shape its future.